say is the opening. Same thing I said last time. Let's just cut out altogether the hey, I'm looking for Mr. Such and Such. Let's just go in there. Hey James, how you doing today? Instead of I'm looking for James Owens. Let's, hey James, how you doing today? Okay, that's great. My name is Jonah. I was calling about that property on 123 Main. And that's one thing I would say too, is on when you say the property, one thing that I've been doing, I've just been saying the street and the city. And then if they own that property, right, I just say Water Cove Court or Water Cove in Dallas, Texas or Houston, Texas. And then they say, okay, what particular property are you talking about? And then I'll put the actual deal. That way I'm not trying to pronounce everything right, or I'm not trying to get the numbers and stuttering over the numbers, but I'm saying that particular location without saying all the location, if that makes sense.
Place, but we're looking at having that taken care of for too long. But it was fully remodeled or repaired and updated in 2010 from a general contract.
Hey, I just gotta stop it. I like the way that you interjected and said, oh, okay. I like that. What that's called is active listening. And I think that's the difference between being in rapport and not, right? We can tell when people are not listening, but right there, you just gave them a cue that, hey, I'm listening to you, Mr. Owens. I'm listening to you. Oh, okay. Right, people like that, and that's a good thing. So I just want to stop. I'm gonna keep playing it, but I just wanted to brag on you right there and let you know that was good job there.
Okay, I'll be looking forward to the call.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Okay, have a great one. Yeah, bye-bye. Thank you.
Okay, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. There are some things we can clean up on the opening, but as far as the flow, sound like the guys wanting to sell. The only thing I would say you missed out of the 5 pillars according to that script is motivation. We got the condition, we got his timeline, we got, you know, if he had any liens or mortgages. What else did we get on there? I think we got everything. We got basically just about it. We didn't get all of it, we got a majority of it. He told us about what it's worth, what they're selling in the neighborhood. He came off his 300 price, which means he's a little bit negotiable. But one thing I would say is just make sure we get ready to start asking. And it could be a little bit uncomfortable at times, but let's figure out why they want to sell. Let's figure out why they want to sell. That's the only thing I can say to add to all of that at the end. You was doing active listening, you was going down, getting your questions answered on things you need to be getting questions answered on. But let's go ahead and put that motivation. And it sounds just like it do on the script. Man, this sounds like a great house. Tell me, Mr. Owens, why are you thinking about selling?
Well, I've been offered what was it? 190,000, and you know that's.
And is that the least amount would you consider for the house here?
Well, getting a pretty good deal, yeah. Maybe down to, I ain't gonna go lower than 180,000.
180, okay. I'm glad you got it. Just wanted to know though, what made you consider selling the house here?
Well,
hey, so right there, he talked about he got an offer for 190. Our next question needs to be, tell me this, why didn't you go with it? Right, and the reason why we're asking that is because that's truly like that's we're uncovering any deal killers, right? If somebody else got to agree, if somebody else another decision maker, if he wanted more or whatever the case right there. I think we're trying to negotiate. You're trying to see will he take lower, but he already got an offer for 190. So the main question is, why wouldn't you take the 190? Because it don't matter if we can do 190, 195, 180, right? There was a reason he didn't take that number, and it wasn't because of the number. It was because something else. So we need to figure out, we need to uncover what was it that stopped him from making that decision, right? Because he's entertaining the offers. Is he not ready, right? And we don't have to say that to him. We kind of just want to ask that to get him to start talking about it. But that needs to be our next question, not is that negotiable or anything like that. We got a number, we know his number. Let's figure out why. So why aren't you taking that?
You know.
Okay.
I usually have.
If we actually buy the house here, would you
let him talk?
Yeah, that's no problem. That was my number one problem before.
Yeah, let them talk. Yeah, we get so caught up in trying to respond that we're talking over them. Let them talk, right? That's why God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth. Let's listen.
Exactly.
And just, all you gotta do is add those active listening cues. You can still be looking at the script or figuring out what's your next question or whatever the case may be, but you just, Hey, so one thing I would add right here is let them know the benefits of going with us, right? We buy properties as is. So when they talk about fixing and flipping it, I would try to make you the benefit that, hey, you know what? You don't even have to do that. If you want to sell outright and get your cash in 2 weeks, that's something we can do. You don't have to wait on the contractors, renovation, making sure people show up to work and making sure the contractor's not running off with your money, anything like that. I've seen so many people that's not in the business try to come and get in the business and get ripped off just from contractors. If you're trying to avoid those headaches, that's something we can do, and you don't have to pay any realtor fees or commissions. Right? So get in the habit of trying to build the habits that the benefits that we do. Right? Cash, close quick, no inspection, as is. Right? Getting some of those, think about some of those benefits, and when they talk about getting the most amount of money, obviously that's perfect, that's fine and dandy, but let's bring up some of those benefits that may sway them from doing it.
Yeah, I guess you call it downsizing in the house. Yeah, I need to get out and go to a one-level home instead of having stairs because in the near future,
more easier for you to like go to places in the house. I get what you mean.
Yeah, and me and my son.
Here's the thing though, actually all we're offered is actually dependent on the condition of the house. So, would you mind if I ask what's the condition of the house here? Is it fair, is it good, or is it bad?
Oh, it's good.
Good.
Yeah. Well, you'll notice, the only thing you'll notice
all right, so we took him off of pain and put him on the condition. Definitely let him talk, because what he was talking about was, you can tell what he was talking about that you cut him off on, that was important to him. So now you're bringing up stuff that's not necessarily important, right? Typically the condition of the house is not going to sway somebody from selling. Now him dealing with wanting to downsize and get a smaller spot and contract, right? He was spilling all the beans on his motivation to sell. I think that's really the majority. Like when we're on these calls, that needs to be a majority of what we talk about. Property conditions is, we're gonna renovate it regardless. Yeah,
exactly.
If we can Google it, don't ask it. Right? So bed and bathrooms, it really don't matter. When Cynthia go over there and take a look at it, the only thing that really matters in Dallas is square footage.
Square footage, okay.
Yeah, that's really the most important. We can always add a bathroom. Shoot, sometimes we can take a bathroom away, right? Or we can make a bathroom bigger. We can take that 0.5 and turn it into a full bath. But I promise you, bedrooms and bathrooms, 99% of the time don't matter. You always have that one off, but 99% of the time it don't matter. So the only thing that's gonna matter is square footage. And he got a 2-story home, so if we need to add a restroom, we can do that. But like I said, I'm just telling you that so you stay in rapport, not asking stuff that don't matter. Let's ask stuff that's really important.
Remove the unnecessary parts. Yeah. Okay.
100%. Remember, we are in the business of serving. So every time you get on the phone, let's serve somebody. Let's serve more people. Now what that end up in longer conversations, more leads, and more contracts. We just gotta get in the habit of serving. Even if it's tough to serve, just figure out how to serve when it's tough and we'll still be okay, all right? All right then. Hey, well shoot, I'm here. Make sure you guys send me over some recordings for next weekend. Keep winning.